Welcome to the Illuminarium, and this is a letter to the future. This is a story of Mathew Emmons. Mathew Emmons was an Olympian sharpshooter. There he was in the 2004 Olympics. Now imagine working your entire life to something. Imagine working this entire years and years and years. You're the best in the world of someone. You are a super focused sharpshooter, and that is one lesson that we teach here in our fundamentals, is this tool of intention. How in the world can I expect to get what I want in life if I don't even know what I'm shooting for? And so Mathew Emmons knew exactly what he was shooting for as a sharpshooter. So there he was. He arrives at the Olympics, and he goes to his locker, gets his rifle, picks it up, and he notices something is wrong. The feel is off. He starts looking closer, and certainly, without a doubt, and it went on to prove it, he had been sabotaged. Someone had gotten in there with his pristine rifle and messed with it, so it was off. He didn't even need to fire it to know it. His intuitive sense told him. And so that's something I've learned over time, that in there is a small, still voice of my heart. And if I can get still enough and quiet enough, I can access that small, still voice that gives me guidance and caution. And so he borrowed a teammate's rifle, and using a teammate's rifle, he went on to get a gold in the 50-meter prone. And so he was poised for an amazing Olympic outing. But that was all made possible by the fact that he did not succumb to his resentment and his anger and his fear and his suspicion, thinking about who it was that might have possibly gone in there to try and sabotage him on his mission. Think about that. I know that if I had been wronged by somebody else, working everything I can to be the best in the world at something, and at the last moment someone was trying to do something unhanded like that, I know that it would consume me enough that I would lose the pristine focus I needed to be the best. And so Mathew showed us then that he was a true Olympian in being able to keep his focus amidst all of that drama. And so he was at his second sharpshooting event, the 50-meter three form, and he was so far ahead of the rest of the field that all he had to do was hit anywhere on the target to win gold. He was that far ahead. And so he went up there and he looked at the bullseye, looked at it perfectly in the center, perfectly in the bullseye, on the wrong target. And so he came in 8th. There he was, the height of his skills at the Olympics, and all he had to do was hit anywhere in the target. And he shot at the wrong target, and he came in 8th. Now, as much as we are focused on knowing what it is that we want exactly, this lesson shows the importance of not having too much hubris or arrogance to lose track and do something which is called cross-targeting. And it was the only time in his career he had ever cross-targeted and hit the wrong target. And so there he was that night in the Olympic Village, having a brew, drinking away sorrows. And up comes a woman from the Czech sharpshooting Olympic team, Katarina. They introduce themselves. They become friends. She helps console his situation. They hang out more. They date. They get married. They have a child together. They have 2 kids, 3 kids, 4 kids together. And here they are, happily ever after, married with 4 kids. She went on to win a gold on her own as a sharpshooter in the Olympics. And so Mathew Emmons says to this day, had he not hit the wrong bullseye, then he would not have the life he has today, the love he has today, the family he has, the wife he has. And so it just goes to show, sometimes something that I can say is absolutely bad, absolutely terrible, is something that can transform into something beautiful and magical and powerful and important. So if I can be so wrong about something so big, then certainly I can be wrong about the smaller things. And that becomes a piece of guidance I give myself when my brain is starting to judge something in my daily life of this is bad, this is good, I like this isn't good. How do I know? If shooting the bullseye on the wrong target turned into the best thing that ever happened to him, then maybe I can withhold judgment on saying something is good or something is bad in my everyday life while I'm following my intentions and having acceptance for when things don't go my way. And so these are the lessons and the fundamental tools that we get reminded and learn about by Mr. Mathew Emmons, Olympic sharpshooter.